cracking, what's percolating, what's really good in the hood. It is your man Theo Butler. And yeah, I know it's kind of early. It's midday. Y'all like, damn, Theo, you doing a live already? Yeah. Yeah, you got to pay the bills and everything like that. Right. It's your full-time job. You got to make it do what it do. Yeah. But we here today's live. I want to call it. I think I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best. Now I'm not Cam from King Cam's Ujamba. I'm not him, but I'm gonna do my best to be as knowledgeable and as professional as I possibly can. Kamoyo King, now tell him he of tough questions. Kamoyo King, president of the Black Panther Fan Group. I'm gonna do my best to spread some knowledge and everything. Like I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best. And this video is because folks ask me to do stuff. And you know, I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind. Yeah, folks ask me to do some stuff, and I don't mind, but some stuff I'm not going to be able to do. And the reason why I'm not going to be able to do it is because it goes against my beliefs. It goes against my teachings. It goes against the history that I have been taught via Marvel comic books. That's what that is. Let me do something about this because that. See, oh yeah, that's a little bit. Oh yeah, that's definitely better. So I have to be mindful of what I do. Now, with that being said, like I said, y'all see the title, The Traditions of a Griot. I don't know if we know what a griot is. I didn't choose that title for myself. It was bestowed upon me. I didn't call myself the receipt keeper either. That was bestowed upon me. Like, I don't give myself a name. Matter of fact, I didn't even give myself this name. No, my mother named me. my mother named me. That's what that is. I ain't got none of this. None of this. No, my mom named me. So, but let's take a look here. Because I didn't name myself. Let me hold on. Let's do this. Receipt keeper. Let me do this. Receipt keeper. Now, in wrestling, those of us that are fans of wrestling and everything like that, they keep receipts in wrestling. What does that mean? I remember what you did to me last time. You finna pay for it. and what you did to them last time could have happened right there in that match. Right? Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman. Braun hit him with a knee. Brock caught him with a right. We keeping receipts. So let's see what a receipt keeper here. Let's see what Google say. Or they talking about the actual receipt keeper itself. You know, the physical device. Let's go ahead and go on over here to American language. And did we really not know there are black people in Scotland? That's crazy. Just talking to my daughter about that. We didn't know there were black people. Didn't Forrest Whitaker play Idi Amin, which was a real person, by the way? Wasn't that movie called The King of Scotland? That's crazy. A griot is a West African storyteller. Maybe we don't know what a griot is over here in America. Maybe we really don't care about what a griot is because we got a lot of FBAs over here in America. And let FBAs tell it, they didn't originate in Africa. Which, if you did not originate in Africa, you're not a free black man. You a free red man. You keep telling me you native to America. Keep on. I'm gonna start exposing folks. And speaking of exposing folks, Dr. Boyce Watkins, don't do that. You better than that, dog. You better than that. Doctor. You see how I call you doctor? I don't know if you got if you actually have a doctorate or not, but that is the respect factor that I'm putting on your name. Do not drop yourself down to somebody else's level. If you got a high IQ, big bro, maintain that high IQ. If you are a symbol of excellence, continue to be a symbol of excellence. In essence, I better not ever see, think, dream, hear about you using the N word again. Not because I don't like that word. I don't. It's because I'm going to hold your feet to the fire because I think better of you than that. Don't ever, whether you're using it with the A or whether you're using it with the ER, let the last time I addressed you using the N-word be the last time you use the N-word as a responsible African-American, Black American. Brother, high IQ, doctorate, right. Don't drop down, big dog. Don't drop. There we go. Madam Tarot, my spiritual advisor, is in the building. The most recent Doctor Who was black and from Scotland via Rwanda. Come on, somebody. So I don't know, but I know it's misinformation, it's disinformation out there and everything like that. You gotta hope and pray you get the information accurate, which is where the griot comes in. Now, this video is aimed at some people. It is, but it is for general knowledge, so we don't ever have to do this again. Now, let's do this. A griot is a West African storyteller. West African. African. Black. According to them two Germans. Right. Is a West African storyteller, historian, and musician. Okay, I thought y'all was giving me the griot thing but I kind of see all that okay, all right. Traditionally, griots travel and share their knowledge through songs and stories, preserving cultural heritage and traditions. They often accompany themselves with instruments like the kora. In Haitian cuisine, griot also refers to a dish of braised and fried pork shoulder. I'm gonna have to get me some of that. I'm gonna have to do some of that. Griot, eating some griot. Yeah, we're gonna do all that. Why is that important? How much of a role does that play? In our culture, it plays a significant role. In 2025, we don't need to even act like it doesn't. They're rewriting American history. And what is Black American history? American history. Well, who are you going to get it from? You have to get it from those who actually lived it. Thus, you need to have a relationship with your elders. Mr. Smith, Grand Madam Tarot, Anderson Butler, Freddie Mae Butler, my grandparents, Mr. Gene Powell, older brother State, my aunt. Ronnie Butler, my great-grandmother. Now, if I was born in 68 and I spent time with my great-grandmother, how many years of history you think I learned? Listening to those who came before me, learning from those who came before me. I didn't need anybody to tell me that I was descended from slaves. I didn't need that. I didn't need Alex Haley's roots to tell me that. I had Ronnie Butler sitting right there in front of me. That was my great-grandmother. There was a picture on the wall where my great-grandmother was being held by her mother. See, when you go down the family tree, family history, there's some American history there that's rich. Nobody can lie to you, tell you this didn't take place. We understand that as African Americans, because we are descended from Africans that were brought to America. They were brought to America from Africa. They didn't. Some of them did come willingly. That was later on down the road. But by and large, we didn't get the benefit of the what we want to call that. Not the alien, the immigrant. We didn't get the benefit of the immigrant experience. We didn't get that. We didn't get that. We didn't get that. No, we did what we had to do. Brought over here, right? Out there in the fields, right? Teeth knocked out of our head, right? Family separated, right? Terminated, deleted, right? For just wanting to be a regular person, right? Hell, I want to say some of us were turned into damn clothing, right? George Washington, who teeth did George Washington have in his head? Right. So we get these stories passed down because We know some folks are uncomfortable telling those stories. I see the numbers dropping down, and that's okay. Some folks are uncomfortable telling them stories. Them stories sound harsh. They're horrible, horrific, if you will. Hell, you would have thought you to actually experience the stuff that our ancestors, black ancestors, went through. You'd have thought you was in a movie. You'd have thought you were in a movie seeing folks take on Freddy Krueger. You thought you was in a movie seeing folks take on the Jeepers Creepers and everything like that. It was horrible. Well, you know, folks today want to make it seem like it was all good, whether they black or white. And that's why you need a griot. That's why you need a griot. Our culture, you need either somebody, the patriarch or the matriarch, that's keeping history. We got a sister right now who, she's famous for this because she knew what America was going to do. Actually videotape stuff, just videotaping news, and we all know it. So you can't lie to this sister about nothing. She gonna pull out a tape and say, no, this is what this is right here. Well, it's the same thing with Black Panther. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it around home now. I'm gonna bring it on home now. I'm gonna bring it on home. I'm gonna bring it on home. I'm gonna bring it on home. Shout out to Mr. Smith. Shout out to my brother Daryl. I'm gonna bring it on home. Shout out to Kamoyo. Shout out to Gabbo from Machiavelli Media. I'm gonna bring it on home. See, that's my character. Just like Bruce is my character. Yeah, if it's T'Challa over here, it's Bruce Wayne over there. Yeah. I don't talk about Bruce because Bruce don't need me to talk about him. But T'Challa been hit and miss. Anybody that can invite me on their show and ask me about a 4-issue series never needs to act like it's just the mantle. No, you know better. You know better. You know that hero has been hit and miss for no reason. If you know that hero been hit and miss for no reason, who's keeping the Joneses for that hero? Who's telling you what's been going on with this hero since they were created in 1966? Who's there to tell you the value of the hero? Clearly, while you would want it to be, it ain't necessarily somebody that looked like the hero. Watch where I go with this one. In Black Panther 2, we did not require that the titular character, would have been Shorty, put on weight. We'd ask actors to lose weight for a role. We did not demand that she gain weight. Maybe she couldn't. Maybe she couldn't. But stay right there. Folks want to say so much about love, affection, affinity, friendships, and everything like that. Cool. But when I look at your dedication to blackness, why was the griot the artificial intelligence? Understanding the significance of African culture, what it means to us as a people. No, I'm waiting right now, still waiting to this day for somebody to say, damn, Ryan, how blind could you be to African culture to name the damn artificial intelligence griot? But that trespass don't just stop right there. Zaravari. We know who that is because we're Black Panther fans. And if you don't, Google it. But in the movie, what we did was, because we didn't have Zaravari in the first movie. No, what we did was we gave that name to an unnamed tribal elder from the first movie and didn't have her do a damn thing Zaravari like. So me being called a griot from Black Panther fans. Yeah, that's who gave me that name. Black Panther fans. Griot. Them the same fans that gave Daryl, my brother Daryl, the name of the prophet. I don't take that term lightly. I don't take that title lightly. I don't. I don't. Because when I look at the landscape, now I'm called the Griot by Black Panther fans, but I'm looking at history point blank period when it comes to black characters in the comic books and what it looked like in the MCU, and that's trash. So if somebody come to me that looked like me trying to justify that trash that's in the movie theater, I'm looking at you sideways, because if you are a comic book fan, you know better. Why are you asking me to act like I don't? If I'm going to teach my children the history of our heroes, I'm going to teach them the history that comes from the comic books so they can have a knowledgeable conversation with anybody. I'm not going to teach them something that comes from the movie theater that really doesn't respect black superheroes, point blank, period. So when y'all be asking me to watch the MCU, I don't give a damn who you talking to. I don't give a damn who you talking about. I don't give a damn who wrote The Eyes of Wakanda. Whoever wrote The Eyes of Wakanda, whoever produced The Eyes of Wakanda, whoever directed The Eyes of Wakanda, did not give two damns about the comic book story. They could have. They didn't have to deviate like that. But then again, if we look at what Bo DeMaio been putting out there, now we know. Well, that's not my job to give two damns about what the MCU does. It's not my responsibility to consume the MCU. Why are you asking me to? When you know, as a Black Panther fan, they're not doing it right. Who is the lion? You're going to teach your children about a character that doesn't exist. And you need to understand something. Comic book fans, regardless of who they are, Black Panther comic book fans, don't give two damns about none of those characters in The Eyes of Wakanda. We don't. They don't exist. They didn't exist prior to the 4 episodes they came out. And since all 4 episodes came out on the same damn night with little to no fanfare, it's safe to say Marvel don't give two damns about them characters either. Why they didn't use the ones that we did care about? And if you're a Black Panther fan, why that ain't what you want? They're telling you stories about the early days of Wakanda. Okay, I like that. Where's Bast? Where's Bast? As a self-professed Black Panther fan, you still ain't got her. Why you asking folks to consume content? Where's Bast? Okay, cool. That's too hard. Where's Mosi? Why are we not talking about in a 4-issue series, mini-series dedicated to the early days of Wakanda, how much sense it makes for me to sit up here and create brand new damn characters when those that are fans of the character don't know the characters that exist? There's a writer, he's brilliant. Okay, he's a showrunner. Well, damn, you know what? You're not going to like this one when I say it. The showrunner for The Eyes of Wakanda didn't even do for Black Panther fans what Bo DeMaio did for X-Men fans. Where's the lie? You'd come out better asking me to watch X-Men 97, which at least paid homage to the damn comics. Right? If I'm going to watch, because I read X-Men comic books. So I know that cartoon, there's a reason why that cartoon pops, because that cartoon does the perfect job of bringing in the general audience and respecting those who have read the comics in ways we still ain't got with anything Black related when it comes to the MCU. So I have to ask critical thinking Black people that are in their 30s, Black people that are in their 40s, 50s, and everything like that. I'm trying to figure out, what is the love affair? And why do you want me to have it with you? After I keep saying over and over and over and over and over again, we got Wakanda at the house. I don't know a damn thing about The Eyes of Wakanda, but I'm willing to bet Ryan Coogler don't know a damn thing about Black Panther T'Challa Declassified. If you are going to teach Black Panther information, why would you trust Ryan Coogler when it's safe to say, if you in your 40s, you've probably been dealing with Black Panther before Ryan was. So Ryan is the expert? No. No, I'm sorry. I ain't never moved like that. As much as I love and respect Chadwick Boseman was not the Black Panther expert out the two of us. He wasn't. He's an actor. He dedicates to, and he didn't go to school for that. Went to school to be a director. So it's safe to say, while I have been reading comic books, he was doing something else. Right? He was doing something else. But in me keeping up with the comic books, right? Why in the hell, you know what? That's like me watching Thunderbolts. That's like me recommending Thunderbolts with an asterisk to somebody that read the Thunderbolts in the comics. That's what that's like. What's the likelihood of somebody that is a diehard Avenger fan, Captain America fan, entertaining any nonsense I say to them about the Thunderbolts? There's something to be said about keeping African history. Shout out to Kamoyo, because we ain't just talking about it, we being about it. There's something to be said about that. Actually, I don't know why we don't take pride. I said 2-3 years ago, yeah, Marvel owns the character, but when you know that character, you take ownership of that character, because they can't do anything with that character that don't line up. Yeah, they own it, but you can't make no money off of it. Please see EA's video. Yeah, you tried to. No, you don't own that character. We do. We will expose all the BS going on with that character and the surrounding characters. We ain't just going to say T'Challa. We're going to take it to Shuri. We ain't going to just stop at Shuri. We're going to take it all the way to Bass. We ain't going to just stop there. We will look at the Doras. We will look at the Hatuts. We will look at brothers. We will look at sisters. You're not going to get that from the MCU. Let me say that one more time. You're not going to get that from MCU. It's a reason why this channel grows the way that it does, because you can get the real over here. But the channel grows the way that it does because we don't want to promote the real. We don't necessarily want the real getting out there like that, because if Bo DeMaio can damage Kevin Feige's credibility with an animated cartoon, well, damn, I know damn good and well you don't want somebody on YouTube. No, you don't want that. You don't want that. You need to have your shields out there to talk, and shields come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. Monica Lynn could take the character in a totally different. Let me see what we got going on here. I like this. All things being equal, who would you prefer as the wife of T'Challa? I asked that question a while ago. We're getting this from Verse Wonder Strikes 5353. Monica Lynn could take the character in a totally different direction. I absolutely do agree with that statement, considering the fact she was actually buried with a heart-shaped herb. I don't know why we ain't got Monica Lynn back. But then again, I don't know why we ain't got Bill Foster back. But then again, I don't know why Gabe Brown's still going. It seemed like characters that look like me, they'll go and won't come back for no reason whatsoever. I did. So, but no, shout out to Verse Wonder Strikes 5353. Thank you so much for that. You are absolutely right. I wouldn't mind seeing that, by the way, be perfectly honest with you. Let me keep up with these notes, because y'all didn't have to do this. Y'all, it is midday. We got Kamoyo King, now tell him in the building. Madam Tarot is in the building. Grand Madam Tarot. Afro, my brother from across the water. Afro, Eyes Comics came in, pulled up. Let me see here. Who else we got here? Big Jermaine Knowles pulled up. Thank you so much. Let me keep up with these notes. You have about 100 years of historical knowledge via your grandparents. Thank you. Now, this me. Add my great-grandmother in there. And I mean sitting there as a kid listening. Sitting as a kid, listen. You sit up there and let me go get my genealogy and everything like that, and you living in a small town called Camilla, Georgia, where during the summers, your classmates are going in the fields picking cotton and tobacco so that they can have clothes for the fall. I asked my grandfather worked at the Army base. I'm sorry, the Marine Corps base at Albany, Georgia. I said, Granddad, why I can't go? What you going for? Me, I'm thinking, I want to go be around my classmates. They got to work. Why can't I? I literally watched my classmates pile up in trucks. They didn't get to do what I was doing during the summer. My summer vacation was my summer vacation. No, they were in the tobacco fields and the cotton fields, Mitchell County, Georgia. Mitchell County, Georgia. Mitchell County, Georgia, where I, as a child, am looking at the cemetery segregated. They just desegregated that cemetery. And folks say racism don't exist. Can you imagine how bad you got to be mad at somebody? Can you imagine how mad you got to be at somebody? You don't even want to be buried in the same damn cemetery with them. If that ain't racist, I don't know what it is. Well, no, they told me. First-hand knowledge. I'm descended from slaves. First-hand knowledge. Yep. Traced it back through my grandfather. First-hand knowledge. Contrary to what some folks want to tell us, my lineage does not start in America. It starts over there in Africa. And I'm proud of that. One day I'm going to be able to see exactly where we're at in Africa, but at the very least, I know I hail from that continent. And because I know I hail from that continent, if anybody attaches anything to me associated with that continent, i.e. a title, griot, or historian, I'm not going to take that title lightly. No, I got a responsibility. I got a responsibility. And that responsibility does not include me taking in bullshit. I'm sorry, it don't. That title, the honor, the responsibility that comes along with it, no. I'm responsible for this. I'm responsible for the MCU. The MCU got people responsible for it. No, I'm looked at by those who rock with me to maintain the knowledge in regards to, I don't even want to say all black superheroes because I really think that's a lie. No, they look at me to know and be able to recount more accurately than not the history of all superheroes. Yeah, that's a huge responsibility. That's a huge responsibility because that ain't just the heroes. No, there are writers that come along with that. There are artists that come along with that. There are storylines that come along with that. There are titles of comics that come along with that. There are years and years worth of information that comes along with that. And in this office, you really don't see no drawers or nothing like that, right? You don't see no, aside from these books on the wall. So it ain't like I'm in like one of these things where it's just a whole bunch of, no. We had to do it that way because they didn't want us, remember, in America, it was illegal at one point in time for us to know how to read and write. Golly. Chris Rock told a joke one time. He said, I can only imagine being the first dude that was taking Massa into town. I can only imagine. You get to the stoplight and you stop. Massa be like, what you doing? Stoplight. How you know that's a stoplight? And how you know what to do at the stoplight? Yeah, them a lot of, yeah. So, a griot. So we know what that is. That's what I was given that name. I don't know if I was doing it before then, but definitely since then, I don't take that title for granted. I don't. It's a huge responsibility that comes along with that. And just like real historians do, I'm not going to put fake news, fake history in my brain, nor am I going to recount fake history. Here we go. Prime example. Fake history. The first X-Men movie. I would never tell somebody that likes the X-Men, wants to learn about the X-Men. I'm not talking about that movie. That movie ain't got a damn thing to do with the X-Men other than the fact that it was in the movie theater. No, 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 no. I'm going to go back and tell the person about the X-Men. Yeah. All that stuff. Remember when they had their blue and yellow costume? Yeah, we're going to do that. Remember when they took on them? That's crazy. Magneto, Pietro, Wanda, Toad. Remember all that? Yeah, we're going to do all that. Remember when they had the repeat issues and everything like that because they really was selling well? We're going to do it. Giant Size X-Men 1, Krakoa. See, them the stories right there we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about Alex and Lorna. Yeah. We're going to talk about how, I don't know how they did that with Iceman. You heterosexual now, you get. See, that's the story. That's the story that would enable an X-Men fan. That's the information that would allow an X-Men fan to have meaningful conversations with other X-Men fans. But wait a minute. Because Bo DeMaio is an X-Men fan himself, unlike anybody attached to the Black Panther Project. I said it. You can actually watch X-Men 97 and be able to have a conversation with an X-Men comic book fan. Who the fuck is in Jobu? The fact that, mind you, that movie came out in 2018, and I'm gonna tell you how much they give two damns about Njobu as a character. Not at all. Ain't even been mentioned in the damn comic books. But you have folks wanting to swear up and down by what they got going on Black Panther related in the MCU. Really? It's crazy because they ain't bring Wakabi back. He been gone. Queen Mother Ramunda ain't took no dirt nap, so they don't give two damn about what Ryan got. Thank you. Good. Thank you, CB. Good looking, CB. Good looking, CB. CB, good looking. Cheryl, Miss Eaton, good looking. Dr. Eve Ewan, you ain't matched that synergy. Good looking. Hey, John Ridley, I know I give you hell. Not like you don't deserve it. You do. But you didn't even delete Queen Mother Ramunda either. I didn't like what you did with Achilles, but I understand you did that to clear room for your boy Jai. I didn't like that. But see how that's Black Panther now? Do you see the John Ridley book in my hand while I'm talking about it? That's the griot. Let me keep up with these notes. Let me keep up. Like I said, we got Afro Samurai here. The griot is a walking Smithsonian. Yes, it is. Yes, they are. Can play some music. Can play an instrument. Yeah. And watch this. They don't give two damns whether or not you're going to listen to what they got to say or not. They're going to say what they got to say, then they're going to move on. They going to say what they got to say, then they fixing to move on. You know who a griot reminds me of? Don't say it, Theo. Don't say it. Folks not ready for that. Do you know who the griot reminds me of? Which, when we talk about spirituality, we know where it started, right? See, when you know stuff, when you know stuff and retain it, you able to see similar. Whoa. You say the griot is an oral historian? Yeah. You say they recount history, Walker Smithstone, and they know how to play music? and sing a little bit. Yeah. Theo, what you getting at? I mean, I'm gonna see if you're gonna pick it up. I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna see if you're gonna pick it up. I'm gonna put it down. Cause I'll be like, you know, we got this spiritual awakening going on, Grandmaster Blood. That I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna see if you're gonna pick it up. So what we say the griot is, what they do? They sing, play instruments, they travel. Historian, I don't want to say that sound like Jesus, but that ain't what he did. He didn't travel spreading the good word. Don't do that. Don't do that. He wasn't at the beach. Folks needed some food, fish, the town square, Mary, washing the feet, drink some wine. All right, okay, all right. He was never in a place too long. Okay, all right. He was in, what's going on? Be the Wizard, pulling it up. Thank you so much for pulling up. Be the Wizard. As a Griot, might as well cast Theo in the next Black Panther movie. I'm already in 1943 without my permission. I'm in 1943 without my permission. I showed up in the Avengers of Superboy, Superman, whatever, without my permission. Showed up in Spider-Punk as T'Challa. Crazy damn thing, because I don't, I'm sorry, I need an agent. I need an agent because I really feel like my image been, I feel like people didn't play with my image. I need me an agent. We need to go get this money. Grandmaster said, I'll pay to see that movie. What do you say, Benjamin, as a griot? That would be interesting. that would be interesting. And I'd be wearing a loincloth. They want us to pay homage and celebrate the disrespect. I don't get that. I don't get that, Kamoyo. I don't get that at all. I want to pay for the same thing. Here we go. I want to pay for the same thing that a Batman fan paid for when Michael Keaton took over the role. Yep, that's what I want. I want the Christian Bale feeling. That's what I want. Got 3 movies. Robert Pattinson. Yeah, I want my character to be taken that damn serious. And since we ain't really trying, they ain't trying to show nobody. Batman, how many Batman movies we got where it's a Robin in it? Unless we counting the Adam West movies, it's 2. We ain't trying to talk about nobody else. No, it's Batman. How many Batman movies live action we got with Batgirl? Unless we counting Adam West. No, damn it, Batman. We gonna give you Batman until you know who the hell Batman is, where can't nobody mess up who Batman is. We're not like that with T'Challa. We not like that with T'Challa, and we know it. We not like that. We not like that with nobody from Black Panther. We not. You got folks. Let me tell you how bad it is with Black Panther. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that T'Challa is smarter than Shuri. Not that she's dumb. Like this ain't it like we equating T'Challa to me. That ain't what, no. This is almost like we equating T'Challa, Valeria, and Reed. And they don't, nobody has a problem over there with saying, oh, Valeria's smart as hell. No, there's no conversation about Valeria being smarter than Reed. It's an argument could be had, though. It has, even though we know the smartest person in Marvel Comics is Dinosaur Girl. Yeah, that's who that is. But they don't have no problem. Oh, Lord Jesus, have mercy. Shorty do something smart, we got a problem. And why do we have a problem? Because we can't seem to get T'Challa to do a damn thing and tell it. I really want to say the scientific wizardry we just got from T'Challa was him taking on all them damn Hulks, and Jonathan Hickman had him hit the little button. and do his shadow physics. And we don't even get shadow physics like that. Clearly, he's capable of doing it, but we don't get it. We don't get it. We won't read about it to know it. Whether we talking the light-skinned brother that's bald-headed with a receding hairline, got one earring in his ear with glasses and everything like that, married to a European sister, he not going to give us the real. Then you got the dude who grew up in a nuclear family over there in Oakland, California and everything like that. He going to do every damn thing to give you the ghetto-fied, even though he never stayed in the ghetto. That is what that is. He going to give you the ghetto-fied version you with every black character. He ain't just going to give it to you with T'Challa. Oh, no, it's a struggle. T'Challa got a struggle. Sam Wilson got a struggle. Riri Williams got a struggle. Who else? James Rhodes got a struggle. Give me the black character in the MCU that ain't going through something. For no damn reason. Now, who gonna say it? Because those that are comic book fans ain't saying it. So you need somebody that knows the characters, can tell you the characters in the comics and say, hey, this ain't it. Because everybody not going to do that. And that's the problem. I don't know why. I'm going to stand on my square. I'm not going to move. I'm going to mention names. Tony Weaver don't give two damns. BCL don't give two damns. They could. They could. But they're not going to be. They're just going to say be angry. Or say something confusing like, you begging, you should do for yourself, while they continuously consuming MCU content. It's real simple with me. No T'Challa, no dollar. I got Wakanda at the house. As somebody who is used to going to public libraries, going outside and getting a book out that little truck, the little library truck that used to drive through neighborhoods and everything like that. Yeah, I've always read. So I'm not going to consume stuff that's contradictory to the comics. I'm damn sure not going to regurgitate it. And I'm damn sure not going to watch videos from folks who ain't doing what I'm doing while saying I'm doing less. I'm not going to do that. And I don't know why we looking for me to do that. No, as the griot, as someone who's listened to their grandparents, their great-grandparents, as someone who studied African-American history and African history, I don't need that. That's not productive to keeping T'Challa front and center. See, some folks have no problem seeing him replaced. It is my responsibility to make sure the knowledge of him stays. See, I didn't say he stayed front and center. I said it's my responsibility to make sure the knowledge of him stays front and center. Because if I give you the knowledge of him, I'm giving you the knowledge of him going all the way back. You need me to say that one more time? I'm giving you the knowledge of him going all the way back. And I'm not talking about to 1966 when the character made their introduction. No, I'm going all the way back to 1 million BC, if not further then, because I know actually Bash started this whole thing in a Conan comic book. So, what is a griot's responsibility? You're the oral historian. That's a huge responsibility because you're subject to get it wrong just because you're human and you're keeping it right there in your brain. You're not going to write it down because they're going to rewrite it any damn way. Yeah, they're going to retcon it. So we're not going to do that. We're going to keep doing these videos. We're going to keep collecting these action figures. We're going to keep building relationships with those who want the relationships built. We're going to keep turning our nose up to inaccurate information. No, we're not going to put that in our system. We're not even going to entertain it. And if you want to entertain it, that is perfectly fine. But I would ask you, if you're not teaching children accurate information, you're teaching them misinformation, which is why we have a divide in the black community today. No, teach them the accurate information. Teach our children so they don't have to be thirsty. Build up your Wakanda at home and build up your Wakanda that honors the comics. Because there's not a damn thing the MCU has done to show you that they give two damns about black characters. Enough to the point where they want to make money. But if you are a critical thinking black person, you read comic books. I put it out there in social media. Shout out to Bo DeMaio. Like I said, I know folks feel some type of way. Hell, I do too. Right? And he know it. So I can give somebody criticism, but I can also give somebody a compliment. So he know how I feel. But he put it out there. They couldn't, if Kevin can't tell Bo a damn thing about X-Men 97, and some of us Black Panther fans were quick to call it out when they had T'Chaka erroneously in there. Well, damn it, don't be no hypocrite now, big boy. Yeah, see, I can give you credit for taking your big ass over there and checking out that damn Marvel Wiki. But don't be no hypocrite, big boy. You called it for what it was. Don't renege now. No, it's all about the accuracy. We know X-Men 97 was a damn good show aside from that damn episode. Well, if Kevin can't tell Bo a damn thing about the X-Men, and a strong argument could be made, what could Bo tell me about the X-Men? I know damn good and well Kevin, Nate, Ryan can't tell me a damn thing about any black superhero. What I'm going to do is look at black comic book fans and ask you why you still effing with the MCU. It's rhetorical. It's rhetorical. Why you, knowing what Bo just said and you seen how it's played out, how those movies, how those projects have looked, you know the eye test, you know damn good and well the MCU ain't got a damn thing to do with Marvel Comics right now aside from just the damn name. So why you as a black person kissing Marvel's ass? And when I say Marvel, I'm talking about the MCU. Why you kissing their ass and you supposed to be a comic book fan? Me, I ain't got it. I don't like leading my people astray. I'm not gonna do that. So, let me see. That's copyright right there. That come from Jermaine Noah. Greetings, beat the wizard. Hey, the Komodo King. It's all the it's all the see, Boyce, Dr. Boyce Watkins. See, but he not you though. Who ain't from the hood? Who keep glazing Kugler's ghetto cosplay? Listen, I had to turn off the TV this morning because somebody was getting ready to start that whole nonsense all over again. Well, if you don't like the black superhero, you're a racist. How about their presentation is racist? How about Riri Williams' presentation as a black character was racist? How about that one? How about Sam Wilson's presentation as a character was racist? How about that? How about James Rhodes' presentation as a character? While it might not have been racist, it was damn sure inaccurate as hell. How about that one? How about that? I'm just saying. How about that? If we want to do some stuff, cause if we want to call some stuff racist, we can. We just doing it at the wrong damn time. Wonder why? Can't forget Cooler can't stop when involving Black Death. You know what? You absolutely right. Did somebody pass away? In the 4-part series he got? I'm pretty sure they did. And those not from the streets eat it up. Yeah. I always said you should know your history so no one can't tell you who you are. That's how I got raised. And honestly, shout out to my brother Daryl. That was the mindset that we took in regards to Black Panther. I said it once, I'll say it again. When folks was knowledge is the key. Knowledge is the key. We went somewhere. We were amongst some folks. He left before I did. I'm still mad about that one, by the way. He left before I did. I sat there for a little bit. Then we linked up. I say, so what? Oh, knowledge. It ain't even for me to go back and forth with you. And that's the whole thing. Folks keep coming saying this, that, then the third. You're not educating. It's easy to say it's not a mantle. Hell, Rob said, I'm sorry, it's easy to say it's just a mantle. Rob said that too. But Rob is not a Black Panther fan, nor is Rob a black man. So where's the responsibility from those that are black content creators to explain the mantle? Whether we talking BCL or we talking Ernie Blair without fear. If you gonna say it's always been a mantle, well, Rob not gonna explain it. When you gonna do it? Like so, and if you're not gonna do it right, you busy doing other stuff, fine, I'll do it. But why go so hard to invalidate what I'm saying if you're not gonna do it your damn self? Where is the representation for Black Panther so we can make sure all of our children, our people, have it in their homes? Are we doing what we're supposed to be doing to make sure everybody can get it so they can't be misled? Or are we doing just enough to get folks to go to the movie theater? I would rather you spend money with Art Man Customs, to be perfectly honest with you, than spend money with Kevin Feige. I would rather have you spend money with Metaverse Customs as opposed to having you spend money with Kevin Feige. Yeah, I would rather have you spending money with Weapon Hex or Kev from Fanplastic Toys. Because they going to get you what you want, what you need in regards to Black Panther representation when Kevin Feige ain't going to do. I'm sorry, here we go. Which one of them made sure we got a Queen Mother Ramunda? Which one? Who did this? Was this Kevin Feige? Was this Nate Moore? Was this Ryan Coogler? Because I don't think this show up in the store. No. I don't think nobody gave two damns about the Queen Mother Ramunda except Art Man Customs, Big Chad, who said something, then me, who like, oh, hell no, and then getting it out to everybody else. So who gave two damns? Because see, now you can have a conversation about the Queen Mother Ramunda. Yeah, somebody can walk into your house. Is that the Queen Mother Ramunda? Yes, it is. Oh, man. You remember when they killed her off in Black Panther 2? I ain't watched that bullshit, but no, she not dead. Huh? No, she not dead. She not dead. She's still alive and well in the comics, big dog. Well, why did they kill her off then? I don't know. I think the director convinced her she was going to win an Oscar if they went down that road and everything. She didn't, but no, she's still alive and well. See how that go? See how that go? I ain't got to rely on the MCU for a damn thing. As a matter of fact, the action figure helps me course correct. Here we go. And they don't even look like them. But because they standing right next to T'Challa and Shuri, who is that? Oh, that's my version of the Midnight Angels. The Midnight Angels? I thought their armor was blue. Yeah, their armor is blue, but they didn't make an action figure for it. Oh, man, damn. So you mean to tell me you thought enough to kit bash a representation of the Midnight Angels? Yeah. Ayo and Anika. Who? Ayo and Anika. You really don't know anything about Anika. She was the one in there fighting with the daggers and everything like that. Yeah, her and Ayo are lovers. What? Yeah. They ain't really put that in the MCU either. They're lovers and everything. They're actually the first two Midnight Angels. But I thought Okoye was a Midnight Angel. Yeah, you would think that, but no. See how that go? Even with something as simple as the damn Griot, you will have folks have seen the second movie. They ain't been taught a damn thing since the second movie came out in 2022. Because all folks have said it's a mantle, it's a mantle, it's a mantle. No education whatsoever. So you as a black person that went to go see Black Panther 2, well, you should have been getting some type of culture from the continent of Africa, aside from the lip disc, because folks want to talk about stuff. Yes, we do have the lip disc. Yes, we do put mud in our hair. That's part of our heritage. That's part of our culture. That's what that is. We quickly accept everybody else's culture, but denigrate our own. Oh no, the griot, that Trent, think about that. That title came from Africa, traveled with our ancestors who were on the boat to America. The griot is an actual thing. But you watch Black Panther 2 and you don't know a damn thing about a griot, do you? Your history, your culture. When you got two of us overseeing it as the writer and the executive, and we don't do a damn thing to educate our own. We don't even do enough to keep the main thing, the main damn thing. That's not my job. That's not my job. That's not my responsibility. My job, my responsibility is to keep the main thing, the main thing. If I'm called the griot, then that means I'm the oral historian. I take that job seriously. Don't ask me to do anything that's counterproductive to that. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. I always said, yeah, questions, say Theo, why? Cause Kamoyo gonna come off the top rope. He ain't got that patience. He's sick and tired of being sick and tired. Me, I still got a little energy and everything like that. So I'm trying to make it do what it's gonna do. That said though, putting a nice little bow on it. We were supposed to have got something from Black Panther. Rather tell me it's just a mantle. How about we hold Xhosa workshops together? How about we hold Swahili workshops together where those who went to go see the film can now actually practice the languages that were actually used in the film? You know, walking in the shoes of Chadwick Boseman. How about we do that? How about we teach our people their history, right? As opposed to saying, watch any damn thing. Because here's what I know if I don't know anything else. Kevin Feige ain't black. By and large, that entity over there, it's not black. So they ain't got to give two damns about me and mine. They don't. They're in the money-making business. Their job is to make money. It ain't to give two damns about me and mine, regardless of what he says, Kevin, about DEI, wanting to be diverse. He ain't got to give two damns about me. I do. I do. That's my passion. I do give two damns. Actually, I give more than two damns. I give a fuck is what it is. I care. I'm going to own it. Nobody else has to do that. That's fine. Everybody not built for this. It's cool. But as long as I got breath in my body, and that's what the fans want, that's what people want, is for somebody to be able to own Black comic book history. Own it. Don't shirk away from it. Own it without trying to be people's friends. Own it. Say, oh, no. This what this is. I do it. Ain't got no problem doing it. When nobody doing it before I pulled up, last I checked, it's me and D out here. My brother Kamoyo got his channel too. But when it comes to Black Panther, black characters, point blank period, accepting any and every damn thing ain't the wise thing. And being the griot, being the person that keeps that history, I'm not going to shy away from that. I'm not. That said, I'm out. Hopefully you got some understanding from this. We should be speaking Swahili to one another. You speak Spanish, you speak French, right? We should be speaking Xhosa to one another. We make time to do every damn thing else. Why are we not making time to learn us? Not a fabricated version of us, not a nerfed version of us, but us. All these videos, Black Panther came out in 2018. Why isn't Xhosa nor Swahili being taught in our school curriculum? Why aren't we holding classes online with one another as fans of Black Panther to learn it? The most difficult thing in the world is to learn a damn language, and you ain't got nobody to speak it to. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Listen, I'm out. Hit that like button. Hit the share button. Let me know what your thoughts are. I just wanted to get this off my chest, and this was more or less a teachable moment. I hear folks, see folks asking me to do some stuff. I'm not going to do it. You should already know I'm not going to do it, so stop asking me. I'm standing on my square, and I'm not moving. Why? Because if I move, then that means only my brother Daryl is going to be doing what I'm doing. And no, we ain't got that many people as it is right now doing what we're doing, so I'm not going to move. Anybody want to watch, you go watch Lies of Wakanda. You have fun with it. You want to talk about Lies of Wakanda? You absolutely can, just not with me. And if I don't rock with somebody, no disrespect, but I believe in staying where I'm celebrated, vice where I'm being denigrated. Don't send me their stuff. Don't send me their stuff. No, it's giving some weird vibes. It's giving some weird vibes. I can interact with folks and not be doing that. But this is why I haven't gone to a theater to see an MCU movie since the announcement of Wakanda for Never. Listen, Be the Wizard, thank you so much for that. Listen, my wife is still mad at me to this day. I wasn't going. I didn't need to go. Somebody said, another content creator said, no, you need to see it. I really, really don't. My wife still has not seen Wakanda for Never, is still mad at me for going. Still mad at me not going, because I didn't pay. I actually saw it in the house on my cell phone. My wife is still mad at me to this day for watching that movie. I didn't get anything from it. Like I said, if Njobu pissed me off in the first movie, the Griot pissed me off in the second movie. And that told me every damn thing I needed to know about everybody that was involved, regardless of who they were. You don't know and you don't care. You just want to get paid. Well, you won't get paid off of me. I'm not going to do that. As we've said, the Rock With Me Nation, not only is it a saying, but we've embraced it. Shout out to Gray. He didn't got him stuff. And we got women over here. Like my wife, Gray's married and everything like that. Maxine Shaw is Miss Kent. Oh my God. The women, Grandma Tarot, they active. So it ain't just the fellas. It ain't that. It ain't that at all. So with us, we gonna own our character. They do what they want to do over there and everything like that. No, we say we got Wakanda at the house. We really do mean we got Wakanda at the house. Watch this, big dog. Be the Wizards. Stay right here. Don't go nowhere. Because I want you to see this right here. Because I want you to get you this too. I want you to get you some of this too. Because see, this what we do over here with the Rock With Me Nation. We say sharing is caring. We say if you know us, grow us. I want you to see this right here because see, I want you to get you some of this. I want you to get you some of this because for other folks ain't gonna get down on it as Cool in the Game say like this right here. But I want you to get you some of this right here. So you remember I said Art Man Customs, right? And I am gonna get with Art Man Customs because I need my new cake. I need my new cake. Shout out to Kamoyo King, Mr. Smith. We're trying to do big things over here, and we ain't gonna say try. No, we want it at the house. So we're not just content just to wait on Hasbro and anybody for that matter. Bash. We've been waiting for how long for Bash? We really didn't get her in Black Panther. Did not get her in Black Panther 2. I don't know what the hell was going on in Thor: Love and Thunder. But shout out to Fareed Karami, who gave us this in the Doctor in Cheryl Lynn Eaton's run. This comes to us by way of Artman_Customs on Instagram. I had this commission because I wanted to get me a bash at the house and everything like that. So you go ahead and hit him up, Artman_Customs. You go ahead and hit him up over there and everything like that. We say if you know us, grow, sharing is caring and everything. We want you to have a bash. Have your Wakanda at the house, big dog. And if you are a fan of Cheryl Lynn Eaton's work, once again, Mr. Fareed, Dr. Eve Ewing, to be perfectly honest with you, we didn't wait on Hasbro. We didn't. I hit up Artman Custom because I did. So we got this right here. That would be the pauldron that is on T'Challa's left shoulder, and we got the straps right there and everything like that. So what we do over here, we do stuff a little bit different over here. While other folks troll. we ain't got time to troll. We ain't got time to troll. No, my mission, my goal as the griot is to make sure you can have in your home what the Spider-Man fan got. Your children can have in their home what the Batman fan got. And me going back and forth with people don't do that. It don't get that. That don't move the damn needle. No, you should have a cave of bass. If somebody got a hall of armors, if somebody got a bat cave, if somebody got a fortress of solitude, why you can't have the cave of bass? Right. So that's my job. That's my mission. I ain't got time for that other stuff. It's part of responsibility just being a griot. I just felt like we needed to understand today what the significance of a griot in our society, in our culture, with our people, so we do better. We all gas, no brakes. Know what I mean? Shout out to Jacob Fatu, my brother Kamoyo. It's one thing getting head sculpted, but how do you know where figures to get build a particular character? Okay, great question. So that's a great question. I like that. Here we go right here, Big Jermaine. The character in the comics. And I want to make sure I'm answering your question. If you're asking, how do I know what bodies to get? That's cool. What I look at, the Marvel Legends are the thickies. That would be a Black Cat action figure. The sexy women, if you will. All the women that are sexy in Marvel Comics, and Marvel goes above and beyond to present them as being sexy, those action figures are thick as hell. Mary Jane Watson, Espinarette, Lord have mercy. Rogue. And for no reason whatsoever, Jocasta. Spider-Woman. Whether you get the one in the all-black costume that kind of look like Peter's costume, or you get her in her traditional red costume, thick is I don't know what. Moonstone, thick. Thick. Any road, Lord Jesus have mercy. And I'm saying that because I started buying them. Who was the one that told me? I won't mention her name because she, keeping stuff on the hush hush. But same person that told me about getting all the Black Power Rangers so I can have head sculpts for the unmasked black superheroes and everything. Same person who told me that is the same person who told me what female action figures to get. So yeah, if they fit in the comics, them the ones you want to be looking at to get the action figure. Jean Grey, no. Hell, it's crazy. Emma Frost is thick. Like, you cannot go wrong with those action figures. So that's what I do. I've been in the, I don't want to say I've been in the game long, but I've been collecting action figures enough by now to be very, very observant on knowing which ones. Scarlet Witch from the comic book version, she's more or less like the Aurora version, or the comic book version of Shuri and everything like that. Maybe a thick lower body, but not no. So yeah, great question. But let me know, hit me up. I'll be able to tell you which ones you get. We yams and shit. Yeah, got to. Like, I believe in everybody looking like how they supposed to look. So listen, thank y'all so much and everything like this. I wanted this to be an informative lesson, an informative video. We got characters. Our characters really don't get to shine like they supposed to. So somebody got to be able to speak to it. And we deserve to know that. Too many of us have went, hey, appreciate it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Too many of us believe that Fastos is gay. That's not, no, he's not. Too many of us believe that Lamar Hoskins is dead and gone. No, he's not. No, he's not. It'll be the same people that believe that. No. Some of us believe that Sam Wilson is supposed to be broke and starving. No, he ain't. No, he's not. He ain't even from Louisiana, so I don't even know what that is and everything like that. So if somebody got to own it, and that's my responsibility to own it. The MCU not paying me. And if they were paying me, they would be paying me for keeping it a buck. And considering how fragile I've observed and how fragile somebody said it was, he wouldn't want me in the building. Mind you, I wouldn't be trying to make him feel bad or nothing like that, but you're not going to play with me on screen. You're not going to make me look bad on screen. I'm still pissed about Frank Rambo not being there, which is why nobody else never needs to send me anything else from BCL ever again. Don't. The fact that I got grown black men acting like a black father was irrelevant. Don't. Do not ever, never, ever, no, don't. Please, God knows, don't. The fact that I know one of them said to me, Monica Rambeau did nothing relevant as Captain Marvel. Please, I'm begging you. Matter of fact, you send me something else from them cats again, I'm going to block you and never talk to you again. I meant what I said. I said what I meant. Those are my personal interactions. And if you go above and beyond when I know you're supposed to be knowledgeable to denigrate black characters publicly on social media, I have nothing to say to you. Nothing. So I appreciate it. I'm not lying, not late. I ain't watched it either. Folks be trying. What I need to watch the Eyes of Wakanda for? Let me see. I got Hunter here. I got the Hot Toots of Aze. I got Castor Cole. I got Shorty as the Griot. I got Queen Mother Ramunda. I got my own faction of female warriors that would put hands on you and everything like that. I got I don't know. I got Wakanda in the house. Mr. Smith, he got T'Challa's older brother at the house. T'Chaka's firstborn at the house. We don't need that. Listen, thank y'all so much. We're going to do this again. We are. But let's make sure we keep the main thing, and protect your culture, protect our culture. If we don't, who will? I ain't asking, I'm just asking. So with that said, in memory of the late, great Don Cornelius, right? Chadwick Boseman, right? I ain't got to agree with everything you got going on. I don't. It is my responsibility to hold you accountable. That's what we should all be doing. And protect you and let you know I love you at the end of the day. So with that said, in memory of the late, great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman, I wish each and every last one of you love, peace, and so we out.